and via YouTube. I'm big on social media. I've been I've been uploading, going live, doing live videos and uploading videos on just recently Twitter. But for several years, I've been going live on Facebook. But this is my very first time going live through YouTube. I want to create me a YouTube page, and with that being said, this this first this first video. And it will be posted on my Facebook account. So with that being said, once again, guys, well, with that being said, I want you guys to make sure to hit the subscribe button below. My goal is to get as many people as I possibly can in a short period of time to subscribe to my pages and to follow me with information. My number one goal is to get between 50 to 100 as fast as possible. Once I hit those goals, then God, my send my goals to a higher number. So once again, before you do anything else, before you close out this video, please hit the subscribe button below, and please stay tuned for a lot of videos coming from me as well as my sons. All right. Okay. So once again, let me try this again. Hello, everyone. My name is Damon Mason. I am the owner of Level Up Athletic Marketing. Just recently, I started I broke off and created a new department within Level Up Athletic Marketing called Hidden Gem Athletes. And guys, the purpose with Hidden Gem Athletes on every social media platform that I'm a part of, my goal is to help student athletes at the high school level. And right now, I'm just focusing on football players because it's a brand new department. But I'm focusing on helping high school student athletes, football players, as of now, those individuals who are not being highly recruited, those who might be flying under the radar. Guys, we know them. A lot of us know them as diamonds in the rough. You know, I'm 43. I played ball at every level. But to make a long story short, I was considered a diamond in the rough at every level, especially coming from the Arena Football League. I had an article that was called that I was featured in along with other players. The year Kurt Warner won his first Super Bowl with the Rams, and it was called Diamonds in the Rough, and I was on the front page of that cover. But anyway, so years later, you know, there are a lot of companies, there are a lot of people that use that title, Diamonds in the Rough. So I don't think I'm the first, but I decided to create a sidebar, a different department, another department within Level Up Athletic Marketing called Hidden Gem Athletes. And my goal is to, as I said, to not only focus on the athletic ability of student athletes, and of course, most importantly, is to focus on their academic status. I'm also going to feature their physical stature, you know, height, weight, you know, the size based on the position that they play. But most importantly for me, those hidden intangibles. Now, I'm stressing those hidden intangibles because I don't care how good you're. Let me put it this way. We are accustomed to athletes being superstars in high school and going to college and might not be becoming that great college player that we thought they would be. We are accustomed to student athletes from the collegiate level going to the professional levels, and because of the school they came from and everything, all the great things they did there from high school as well as college, but for some reason, everybody don't turn out to be that superstar on the pro level. But you know what? There are a lot of individuals, no matter what school they come from, those individuals who are blessed with an opportunity to play at the high school, collegiate, even the professional levels, they are given an opportunity and then they take that opportunity and run with it. Right? I consider myself one of those individuals when I was playing before I retired, and that's what my department of hidden gem athletes is all about. Right? And I thought about it, guys, and yes, I looked at some other companies to try to get an idea of what they was doing. But the bottom line is, what made me, besides the grace of God, what made me the athlete that I was? What helped me to accomplish all the great things that I accomplished at the high school, collegiate, and professional levels as a football player? But even better than that, what allowed me and helped me to be a a very good, I ain't gonna say great, I want to say great, but a very good high school coach, even a coach on a professional level. I coached high school football for 13 years. I was a player coach in the Arena Football League the last 6 years of my 13-year career. And then after I fully retired, I was a defensive coordinator for 2 years. And last year, I was able to win the National Arena League Championship with the Jacksonville Sharks, who are actually in the running again this year for this season in the National Arena Football League. So I simply say all that to say, when I look at the criteria, or when I look at it from a coaching perspective and reminiscing from my own playing experience, once again, what allowed me, besides the grace of God, what allowed me to have longevity, to have such a successful career? And these are things that I share with the players that I've coached at the high school level, even on a professional level. And of course, I share with young men whenever I get the opportunity to, for those who are in playing collegiate ball. So guys, and then with school just now starting, I did a video yesterday, and as you can tell, I don't like pre-writing down anything. I kind of take down notes to kind of get an idea. I'm trying to look at the camera. I'm not looking at the lens, so to speak. I like looking at myself, and I just flow from my heart, because when I speak from my heart, to me, that gives me an opportunity to speak from my experience. It gives me an opportunity to speak and show the passion that I have. And 9 times out of 10, I'm only going to speak or try my best to speak out of my own life. So with that being said, right now, I always like to focus my attentions to the seniors. And guys, and let me clarify this here. Hidden Gem Athletes is only focusing on football players for the rest of this school year, even though it's just not starting. But my goal is to branch out and do the same thing that I'm doing with my top company, which is Level Up Athletic Marketing. Now, Level Up Athletic Marketing gives me the opportunity to help student athletes and their parents doing the recruiting process with consultation and helping the student athletes the best I can with my business to help them get exposed. Okay, it's as simple as that. I have a website. That website will be posted real soon. It's a new website, so I don't want to post it until it's actually ready. But right now, what is ready is Hidden Gem Athletes. Okay, so once again, guys, as a coach, I always focus on my seniors, because this is your last year. Okay, this is your last year. This is the brand new school year. I hope and pray that you kids have been doing everything that you're supposed to do the past 2 months this summer. I mean, you had 7-on-7. I know they had all types of camps at colleges. But the bottom line, guys, right now, what's more important is not even about the athletic side of it. It's hitting the school year on a high note with your academics. First of all, let me put it this way. From my business perspective, and it's common knowledge, everybody don't understand this, but it's common knowledge. But from a business perspective, with Level Up Athletic Marketing, these are the first questions that I want to know. These are the first questions that I think, hear what I'm saying, that I think college scouts are going to ask you first and foremost. What's your current GPA, meaning what was the GPA that you received last year, because you have yet to receive a new grade. So what's your current GPA from last year? Have you taken or passed the ACT or SAT? And have you registered with the NCAA Eligibility Center? Now, I like to always add in the NAIA Eligibility Center. See, guys, if you don't understand this here, there's more than just the NCAA Division I football. And off the top of my head, in no particular order, you think about the Miamis, the Floridas, Georgia, LSU, Texas A&M, so on and so forth. Okay, that's Division I football. Then you have Division 1A. Okay, one single A. Then you have Division 1 double A. Then you have Division 2. Then you have Division 3. Now, Division 3 focus strictly on academics. Okay, you're not going to receive an athletic scholarship, but because you are good in your sport, they will find a way to give you an academic scholarship. So once again, guys, it goes back to your academics. Okay, that's Division 3. And then there's the N. Now, let me start right there. So Division 1A, 1AA, Division 2, Division 3. These divisions are focused or under the umbrella of the NCAA. Then The NAIA. I'm not going to try to say what it means, and I apologize as a business owner. I should know, but I'm being truthful and transparent. I can't remember, so I don't want to butcher it. But the NAIA is a league of its own. It has its own umbrella. Okay, it has its own criteria as far as the academics, what's required based on academic status. And of course, you have the ND junior college, the junior college division. I want to say, I'm gonna try this one here because I played junior college football. NJCAA. Okay, that's the junior college division. Once again, and they have their own criteria as far as academics. And guys, you hear my phone beeping right now. That's my Twitter account where a slew of young men for the past 3 days has been following me and following Hidden Gem athletes, and I'm ecstatic about it because if I haven't said it, this part of my department is free. I did say it. It's free for the entire year. And once again, I am only focusing on football players this year, guys. And so with all that information being said, I started to say, I'm stressing, this is for all student athletes at the high school level, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, but I am stressing this to the seniors, to the matter of fact, to the parents, because this will be on Facebook. Facebook, for me, is mostly of parents who have student athletes at the high school level. On Twitter, there are a tremendous number of young high school student athletes on Twitter. So that's why I stress it to them. All right, but since this is going to be on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, I'm making sure I cover every avenue to the parents who have student athletes at the high school level, especially if your son, your football player right now, really it's not just about football, but any sport. When I say this here, if you are a senior, if you're on Twitter and you are a senior and you hear this, if you're on YouTube and you are a parent and your son is hearing this here, or your child, your daughter is hearing this, if they are a senior, these are the things that need to be solidified right now. Your GPA based on last year, but definitely having passed the SAT or ACT, or at least taken it. But if you are in your junior year, your senior year, and you haven't taken it, I'm gonna tell you right now, from my own experience, and I ain't representing no school. I'm wearing Nichols shirt because I love the colors. I love the coach. That's a hometown of mine. I have a lot of friends there, but this is not in no affiliation with Nichols. This is Damon Mason speaking on Damon Mason's life. You are late, but you're not too late because the school year is just starting. But if you don't know by now, the ACT and SAT is scheduled throughout the year. There are only certain times you can take it. You're late. I'm stressing. Please, I pray that you, if you've seen this, that you have already passed it, either one, or have already scheduled for it. That's my wife calling me. I'm going to call her back. So with that being said, so now my attention goes to, besides the academics, guys, now you know, are you prepared? Are you really ready for this upcoming school year? Are you really ready for this upcoming season? See, there are a lot of things, and I know my wife is going to call me again, so I'm going to apologize right now because I had to pick up my kids. But this is my first time doing this here. But the information, I've been sending this information for years, even before I became a business owner 5 years ago. The bottom line is this happens every year. At the end of the school year, there are going to be parents left dazed, confused, wondering why my child didn't get a scholarship, why no schools are contacting my child. The coach is not doing nothing for my kids. The coaches don't care. You know what I'm saying? All types of stuff that happen every year. New year, new parents, same scenarios. Okay. Then of course the student athletes are going to be left wondering, well, I didn't know. They don't know what to say or what to ask because their main concern is playing ball. But I'm telling you right now, and I'm not the only one. There are some great companies throughout the country that's doing this here, guys. You know, I'm just using what God gave me and the ability that I have, the experiences that I've experienced to make my own mark, all right, with level up athletic marketing and Hidden Gem athletes. And actually, I started me a network, but I'm not going to say that right now. That's going to be my umbrella. But the bottom line is, guys, this is your last year. Parents, seniors of parents, parents of seniors, do not be caught in that scenario. Get on the ball right now. Make sure your child is taking the proper courses. Make sure they're taking college-bound courses. If they haven't passed the ACT or SAT, make sure they have registered already. Then on top of that, guys, make sure that you are giving your best, not just on the football field, not just on the baseball diamond or the basketball court. Guys, you gotta be willing to do more. And see, that's what hitting gym athletes is all about. All right. Again, there are great companies, not just doing what I'm doing, but there are great companies that are rating kids as a 5- and 4-star athlete, you know what I'm saying, based on solely athletic ability. And there is nothing wrong with that. But I know from experience, from as a player and also as a coach, it means a lot when I can have a kid who is going to sell his soul to do everything I ask him to do. See, coaches like me, I know I am the only one, but I'm sure there are I know for a fact that every coach has their own way of doing everything. But we look for those hidden intangibles. That's where the hidden gem comes in part. All right. I was coachable. I was humble. I was hungry. I was starving. I was willing to do everything I could do. Now I'm going to jump around, but one of my best examples, see, in high school, I was a great athlete. In college, I had to prove that I was a great athlete. High school, I was a 3-year starter. In college, I only started for 2 years because I fell into academic hardship. But by the time my junior year came around, I had to make a name for myself after taking care of, number one important thing, after taking care of my academics. Then number two, at practice, basically doing everything the coaches asked me to do 110 miles per hour, which all coaches like to say, which we know that there is no such thing. It's a mindset. But as a red shirt freshman, I wanted to prove to the coaches that I was worth the scholarship, that I was worth the opportunity to play on the field. So when I fell into hardship and lost my scholarship after my first year in college, the coaches found favor in me, thanks to God. So you know what? We seen the kind of athlete that Damon can be. Now, they didn't tell me this, but this is how my parents broke it down to me. Because you took care of your business at practice every day on scout team. See, and now it goes to these young athletes, these young student athletes. I had on a professional level, I had a friend. I had 2 friends that I was coaching that I played against. And one of those guys came to me and said, "Hey, Coach Mace, hey man, give such and such, man, why don't you give such and such a chance, to play in a game?" And I told that individual, I said, "Man, look, every day he come to practice, I'm giving him an opportunity. The fact that he hasn't been cut yet means that every day at practice, you have an opportunity to prove yourself. See, you have to prove yourself in practice. Playing in the game, starting in the game, getting the starting rotation, that's the reward. That's not the opportunity. The opportunity is in practice." See, that was my mindset at high school and in college. Now, the opportunity might not come when you want it to come, so what you going to do then? Are you going to complain? Are you going to fuss? Are you going to be a cancer? Or are you going to sit there and say, you know what? You're going to let your anger or use your anger to work even harder, to prove to the coaches why you deserve that opportunity sooner than they want to give it. And that's where a good parent like my parents and a good coach and a good player that I was can tell you, when we all say the eye in the sky don't lie. But you have to be dedicated to go to practice every day and bust your butt, regardless if you playing, starting, or not. Now, that's a choice that you have to make. I made that choice, and by the grace of God, I reap the benefits. And again, just because it happened for me, don't mean it's going to happen for you, but that's a decision, once again, that you have to make. Now, what I also shared yesterday was, even if your coaches are making the wrong decisions, if your coaches are saying the wrong things the right way, or saying the right thing the wrong way, it doesn't matter. You have to make sure that you do your part. Stay humble, stay obedient, stay disciplined, stay coachable. And yes, I'm talking and stressing to high school football players right now, but I'm also stressing this to football players on the collegiate level, especially you seniors, because just like the high school senior, this is your last year in college. There is no next year. There is no next year. See, I did this video yesterday and I did it live on Twitter, and I posted it on Facebook and on my LinkedIn account. But a lot of people didn't take heed to it because that video didn't pop up. That's why I'm trying a different route and I'm going on YouTube. Because see, there's a different audience on YouTube. There's a different type of audience on Facebook. There's a different type of audience on Twitter. And there's a totally different type of audience on LinkedIn. See, I understand that the things that I had to go through, the negativity, the setbacks, the heartbreaks, all the adversity, as my parents told me, my mom is dead and gone, and my dad is still here, but they both told me it's not just for your benefit, it's not just for your trials and tribulations. It's not just it's not only to build up your character, your patience, how persistent are you, but so one day you can go back and share with somebody else, another young man or a young girl at the high school, collegiate, or even the professional level. Because see, what I have yet to share is the things I went through from a 13-year career, which I'm not going to share that today. Because my main focus right now is student athletes on a high school level. And I'm just tying in even these student athletes on the collegiate level. Again, who I'm stressing? Seniors. Because tomorrow is not promised. There is no more next year. And there is no guarantee that you're going to get a scholarship. There is no guarantee that you're going to sign with any professional football team, especially in the NFL. And I never have doubt. But I'm telling you what you have to deal with. Are you putting forth the effort to accomplish those goals that you set for yourself since you was a kid? Are you putting forth the effort to do those little things that's going to set you apart from the masses? See, a lot of things I did in college, I didn't do in high school. A lot of things I did on a professional level, I didn't do in college. And the things that I did do, I had to improve on it. See, we watch film in high school. That's what I'm saying. We watch film. In college, we watch film a little bit more. But see, as a professional athlete, I studied film. That's a big difference between watching something and studying it. See, when you study something, you know all the ins and outs. You know all the intangibles. You know all the little nuances that can take you a step further, or better yet, make you a step ahead instead of being a step behind. And I played defense. Not just that, from high school to college, even on a professional level. Are you willing to do the extra work? See, in high school, I ran. After practice, I did more running. Then at night, I did extra running. I did extra lifting. College, I did the same thing. Several of us did the same thing. And I think a lot of schools in college do that now. Even high school. Group of guys get together and they go work out together. They go do 7. That was 7-on-7 really about. See, back in my time, we didn't have 7-on-7. We created our own 7-on-7. It was called playing football. 2-hand touch. That was our 7-on-7. Or 8-on-8, or 9-on-9, or 10-on-10. However many we got to play, an extra game of football before football season actually started or practice started, that was our 7-on-7. See, the time today is changed for the better. But are you guys really taking advantage of it? Are you willing to do even more? It's not promised. And this is just the beginning of the school year, but seniors, it's your last year. I hope the parents and the kids, the parents of the freshmen, and I promise you, the message won't change. It might come out a little bit differently. You might hear somebody else, but I promise you, it's the same foundation. When you become a senior next year, that's going to be your last year. So don't wait. That's what I mean by take heed to what I'm saying or anybody else is saying right now. Take advantage of the extra time that you have. If you have next year, thank God for next year. But guess what? Don't worry about next year. Next year is going to take care of itself. Make this year your senior year. If you're a sophomore, make this year your senior year. If you're a freshman, you want to play football, prove to the coaches that you deserve to be on the football field. Make it hard on them to tell you no, that you can't play. How do you do that? You go on scout team, you go 110 miles per hour. Make your teammates better. Because when you make your teammates better, you make yourself better. See, I speak this out of my life because that's what I did. That's why I'm passionate about this shit. Because like I also said last night, in closing, all the great athletes that we have, all the great superstars that we have, see, they have a platform because they was given that platform. Because they have Nike deals, they have TV deals, they play in the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball. But what about those who didn't make it that far for whatever godly reason? I ain't knocking nobody. See, I accepted my path that God put me on a long time ago. But that does not change the fact that I accomplished some great things that a lot of individuals used to could only wish and pray that they had the opportunity like I had. High school, college, in the professional levels. But thank God through social media, I have an opportunity to share my story. I have an opportunity to create a platform to start a business and build that business into a company that is centered around helping people, assisting people, being open and transparent, giving them a piece of my life. Because that's what I was taught. That's what I believe. They got more people like me who have more talent than a little bit, but did not get the opportunity to take their game to the NFL or go to a top Division I school or was known as a 5 or a 4-star athlete. There are more of us than those stars who are giving, and I can say giving, but those stars who are put on a pedestal because they were considered the best at what they did. So who can you relate to? More people can relate to me than they can relate to somebody who was a 5-star, to somebody who was a first-round draft pick. And again, I ain't knocking nobody. I understand my calling. I understand my blessing. I understand the opportunity that I have right now to share what I'm sharing. So once I share it to you, it's your opportunity to make a choice to do what you're going to do with it. Take heed to it. Listen to it. This is pre-recorded. It's live. It's pre-recorded. I don't know. But if you hear this here, what you going to do with it? Anybody who takes the time to speak to you, speak into your life, what you going to do with the information? Parents, high school coaches are not responsible for creating scholarship opportunities. That's a part of the NCAA bylaws, and that's just the way it is. But I personally say, Damon Mason personally says this here, if a coach truly cares about his student athletes, he will do everything that he possibly can to assist them to be exposed. Now, he don't have to. He's probably busy. Might have a family, might have other things to do. That's his choice. That's their choice. But I'm just simply letting you know, if nobody else never told you that, don't expect coaches to do anything, because that's not their responsibility. Parents, it's not even your responsibility. Also in the bylaws of the NCAA, it's the responsibility of the student athlete. Why? Because the NCAA stresses this. It's their first true opportunity of being responsible to get their film and to send it to the schools that they're interested in. It's their responsibility to make this, to present themselves to these coaches. Because see, coaches don't want to talk to me. I know that. I've seen my coaches. I've coached high school. I've coached professional. I don't want to talk to an agent. I want to talk to that player because I want to judge his character. Businesses like mine, companies like mine, be careful if anybody tell you they can guarantee you they can get you a scholarship. The only guarantee I would give you is that I can help you get exposed. What your child does in the classroom, in their respective sport, what the coaches are looking for at their respective school, and God. That's what it's between. So parents, you have to do your part. High school student athletes, collegiate athletes, you got to do your part. And at the end of all things, pray. You gotta pray, guys. I gotta tell you that right now, because my mama told it to me. I'm 43 right now, and if I never said it before, this part of my life, I'm more open about my faith and about my belief in Jesus Christ. You need to pray. Yes, I know that some people probably don't pray, and some people still accomplish what they want to accomplish. But the bottom line is a whole lot bigger thing that this life is all about, besides just playing football and getting a scholarship or getting anything that you want. There are more reasons than one to want to pray and need to pray. But I'm telling you from my own life, once again, pray. Have faith. Step out on your faith and put your faith to work. And the key word is work. Not just in your respective sport, but in the classroom. At home, being respectful to your parents. And throughout the community. Because coaches are watching. High school kids, coaches are watching. You college athletes, coaches are watching. You gotta be the dumbest kid at high school. And I'm sorry to put it that way, but I'm an athlete first, coach second, businessman third. But you gotta be the dumbest somebody to see all the negative things that's happening to athletes, and you go right behind them and do the same thing. That's what I was taught. Another man's downfall could be another man's blessing. I mean, I don't know how to put it. I'm here to help. I'm here to encourage. Right? A lot more I want to share, guys, but I'm going to stop right there. I'm at the 30-minute mark. This is my first time. Once again, my name is DM Mason. Make sure, guys, if you are impressed, if you like, if you please, whatever, anything positive, support me. At the bottom, hit the subscribe button, guys. My goal is to build this program, to build up this page. Once again, my name is Damon Mason. I'm the owner of Level Up Athletic Marketing, representing also hidden gem athletes, guys. Look for my Twitter account, Facebook account, and I'll post all that as well. So, hey, man, I appreciate your time. Take care. God bless. Until next time. Peace.